The Brent oil and gas field is one of the largest ever developed in the UK. Its pipelines connect the 4 Brent platforms to subsea production facilities. And they transport oil and gas from Brent and other fields to terminals onshore. There are 103 kilometres of pipelines across the Brent field. They vary in length from 300 metres to 36 kilometres.
There's 28 different pipelines in the Brent field that we are looking at for decommissioning. These vary in size from kind of 3 inches up to over 30 inches in diameter.
For the very big lines, at 24 inches in diameter, that sort of scale, often they're concrete coated to keep them on the seabed.
Concrete coating is used to protect pipes and ensure they meet their planned life expectancy.
Some of them are rigid steel pipes, some of them are more like flexible hoses, in fact. And some of them are buried, some of them are laid on the seabed. A collection of different lines used for different purposes.
The first step in decommissioning is to clear the inside of all the lines.
In all cases, we would be flushing the lines so that they didn't contain anything undesirable.
Each pipeline has been individually assessed to establish the most appropriate decommissioning method currently available.
Each pipeline is slightly different and each pipeline needs to be looked at individually.
Where pipelines lay inside trenching or have had piles of rock spread on top of them, Shell is proposing they are left undisturbed.
If a line isn't a hazard to other users of the sea, is it really worth pulling it up? Because actually, in some cases, you are disturbing the seabed again to pull them up.
Where it makes sense, some pipelines will be removed.
It tends to be that the smaller lines are relatively easy to reverse reel, so the flexible lines, the umbilical type lines, those are relatively easy to remove, and we would remove them.
The team is proposing that some pipelines are trenched and buried, that some other pipelines or parts of them remain on the sea floor, and where necessary, any exposed ends will be covered by rock so they don't pose a snagging risk to fishermen.
I personally engage closely with the Scottish Fishermen's Federation to ensure that we understand any impact of anything which is being left behind on fishing activity in that area.
Living with pipelines has been a feature of our life for the last 50 years. If a pipeline is trenched and buried and has been for its life, then often the removal of it causes more problems than leaving it there.
Shell would ensure any permitted lines remaining are all marked on maritime charts and on the fishermen's GPS database FishSafe, so that vessels are able to see them and avoid any problems. Advances in technology may open different decommissioning opportunities, which can be considered in the future.